Hello, my name is Dale Wilhite. I live in Telluride, Colorado. If you want to find anything about me, you can go to MySpace and look at my page there. The question I have is this. Is there really a hell? Here's something to think about. And again, I can go through all the verses in the Bible that talk about hell. You know, although there's a lot of things that people say it says that it doesn't say. Like in the book of Revelation in chapter 20, after the Great White Throne, or during the Great White Throne Judgment, those who are not found written in the book of life will cast alive into the lake of fire. But what it doesn't say afterwards is that they're tormented day and night. The devil and his angels are, because when Satan and 1/3 of the angels of heaven rebelled against God in the heavens at his holy mountain, they did so without any temptation. There was no one to tempt them. What they did was just like the unforgivable sin. We're tempted all the time. We face temptation. We have to fight the temptations that the devil and his angels inflict upon us all the time. So there's just a lot of verses there that I've been taught say something that it doesn't say. And I'm fully aware of all the verses that talk about the worm that dieth not, which Jesus spoke of. I'm aware of the references to hell that it's better to cast to leave thy foot in blood or eyes or something like that before you cast than to leave your whole soul into hell. I should know that verse, but I don't at the moment. I used to quote it a lot. Anyway, what I believe is happening and what we're doing when it comes to hell is that preachers that preach that there is eternal fire, they may be doing exactly what the Islamists like Osama bin Laden are doing. They use fear to seek conversion. They use fear to bring in the flock. They use fear to make someone join their church or to believe in Jesus Christ. Much like the Islamists use fear and death upon people who refuse to convert to the Islamic religion. And I'm talking about the extremist part of it, where women are nothing but animals compared to the men. And if God is love, and I believe He is, because one thing you don't do is tell God He's a liar. He obviously wants everybody to come to Him of their own free will. I don't think He wants us to come through Him just through fear. I think He wants us to come to Him because we choose to of our own free will. Remember, He hasn't forced anything upon us. He wants us to come of our own free will. Just like here in America, we don't force people to join a religion. It's illegal, it's unconstitutional. If, like me, I'm Baptist. If somebody wants to become Baptist as I am, they must do so of their own free will, not because of fear, or out of fear, not because of a threat. They must do so because that's what they want in their life. They want to live forever. So I've thought about that for a while, and it's clear to me we may be doing, or a lot of preachers in the country, exactly what the Islamists are doing today, using fear. Now, if there's a hell, and I wouldn't bet my soul that there's not, and so what I say here, you must take with a grain of salt. I don't see what it's going to accomplish. Is it going to teach anybody a lesson? No. And Adolf Hitler, if he's in hell now, what's he going to learn from it? Nothing. You don't just answer for your crimes in life. You answer for your rejection of Jesus Christ. That's pretty much the important thing anyhow. But there's no lesson to be learned in the end. Nothing. You don't. According to the Bible, if the scriptures are correct about that, it's actually eternal. And we're going to burn the eternal, even though there's a lot of verses that don't really say that. What's the lesson to be learned? When you're punished, or we punish people in society, most of the time we do it to teach them a lesson so that they won't do it again. And of course, we incarcerate some people for life because they're a threat to society. Nobody here is a threat to God's kingdom. He doesn't have to throw us in hell to keep sin out of His kingdom. We can just be annihilated. And that may be exactly what the 20th verse of Revelation is all about. where it says, and they were cast alive into the lake of fire. But it doesn't say they burn and burn and burn after that. Devil and angels do, but it doesn't say we do. I'm fully aware of all the other verses that give reference to that we do burn. I only have a few more minutes here because this tape won't run more than 10 minutes. We don't torture our prisoners here in America, or people that we incarcerate, or any crime, because we consider it barbaric. We know that if Jesus was here, he would say, you don't do that. It's barbaric. It's evil. It's sinful. Well, wouldn't God be doing the very, if he burned people in hell, or they were sent there for rejecting Jesus Christ? Isn't that torment? Isn't what he's doing? I mean, he can do it, but we can't. How does a loving God send people to hell, even if they reject him? You know, and of course I've heard all my life, well, we all send people that go to hell send themselves there. That's probably true, but it cannot exist without God. Only got a couple minutes. Think about this. We did not ask to be born. We never asked for it. That was forced upon us. And it seems to me that, in all likelihood, that those who reject Jesus Christ are just going to be annihilated on the day of judgment. But it's not going. But some people say, well, that's not really much of a punishment. Then what's the fear? The fear is the fact that you will not live forever. And though sometimes in life we wish we could just die and never exist anymore. But to know on the day of judgment, when that comes, that you're not going to live forever. You're never going to ever see paradise, ever live forever. That's torment. That's absolute torment. It may be short-lived, temporary torment because you're about to be kept alive, lake of fire, and possibly annihilated. But it's still torment, and it's not everything you think it'll be. It's not as easy as everyone thinks it will be. I got to stop here because the tape's about to go. We'll run out on me in a minute. I'm up the Baptist faith, so basically pretty much similar to what Billy Graham teaches. I'm not a Jehovah's Witness, I'm not a Mormon, I'm not Seventh-day Adventist or Assembly of God or anything like that. I'm just telling you, or trying to relate something and ask a question and express it. And whoever sees this tape can, take it with a grain of salt, as you should. I wouldn't bet my soul there isn't a hell. I'm fully aware of all the verses that talk, or people say that God's eternal, made man in his image, so we're eternal. So either it's up or down, hell or heaven. That's a good argument. But it still doesn't answer a lot of questions. God wants us to come to him through his Son of our own free will, not with a gun to our head like the Islamists do people there that don't convert to the Muslim religion. Anyway, I need to stop here. I may have to make a second tape to finish up. Thank you for your time.